This is how I plan to earn about $50,000 using the HyperLiquid airdrop and the HyperLiquid platform, as well as two other platforms. These ones is Based and Bullpen. Let me explain exactly my strategy, what I'm going to be doing, and I will show you exactly what I do today. So let's get started. Before we begin, the links for HyperLiquid, Based, and Bullpen will be down below in the description. If you want to follow along, make sure to get started by joining in with your EVM wallet on them, your Ethereum wallet. Make sure to create an account on them. So the first thing we gotta understand is that we're farming 3 airdrops at once using the strategy I showed today. So we're getting 3 airdrops instead of 1. And the idea here is that we want to place trades inside HyperLiquid because the new HyperLiquid airdrop is going to be worth billions. And it's completely underfarmed as there are not a lot of farmers doing trades on HyperLiquid, especially lately. But also we're going to be farming Bullpen, which I think is an insane airdrop. I've covered it in a previous video, which you can also find inside my website that I have created for perpetual airdrops. If you scroll on the second link down below in the description, you are going to find this website and you are going to find the link for Bullpen. You are going to find the link for HyperLiquid tutorial as well as Based tutorial. So I have dedicated tutorials for all of these 3 platforms that we will farm together in today's video. So you can find these tutorials to understand exactly the valuations and why these are great opportunities or how you can farm them on their own. But now let's get started on how we can farm these 3 and make huge returns. So first of all, we want to create a HyperLiquid account. Then we want to make sure to do a deposit. So we deposit on the HyperLiquid EVM. In order to do so, there are various ways you can do that. First of all, you can click the deposit button inside of HyperLiquid, or you can use a bridge like dBridge to move funds over to HyperLiquid. The official bridge is from Arbitrum, so you need funds on the Arbitrum L2 chain. However, if you do use dBridge, you can bridge from whatever chain you want. If you check my stats here on HyperLiquid, I have done 355,000 in volume in the past 30 days. However, none of this volume was done inside the HyperLiquid platform. All of the volume was done inside Based. If you see here my order history, you can see exactly that I'm telling you the truth. Because I'm farming the Based platform. So the second thing you want to do after HyperLiquid and using the deposit is you want to move away from the platform. You don't have to do anything inside HyperLiquid other than create an account. Create an account is very, very important because it's going to make you eligible for a potential new airdrop. If you don't make an account, you're pretty much fucked. And I'm telling you super seriously. So the idea here is that we want to use Based on top of HyperLiquid. So every trade we do on Based is parsed over to HyperLiquid. Based puts a little bit more fees on top, but it also has an airdrop opportunity that I think will be very, very valuable. So what we do here is we use Based and all of our trades pass over to HyperLiquid. At the same time, we want to create an account on Bullpen using our HyperLiquid wallet. Now, why is this good? Because Bullpen is a smaller version of Based. It's newer, it has higher up potential, and everything that you farm right now could give you 60x returns minimum in the future, at least to my expectations. It has huge backing. It has one of the biggest meme trading influencer of the world behind it, and Sam, which is a legit guy actually, and it builds on top of Solana and HyperLiquid. Now the idea here is that we want to farm this platform as well, and the greatest part is that when you join in Bullpen, it gives you a new HyperLiquid wallet from which you can export it by going to settings and export private key or export seed phase. So the wallet is yours actually. You can actually have the credentials for the wallet. But because it creates a new wallet, it allows us to farm HyperLiquid with a second wallet without being CBILs. And this is very, very powerful because you can place trades on HyperLiquid on 2 accounts by doing delta neutral in the exact same perpetual exchange. So here we're going for volume. That's what we want to do. So on one platform, we go into a BTC long position, and on the other platform, we go on a short position. So I'm going to do 50% gains for 100% position on Bullpen. Click long BTC, and at the same time I go into a short position with the exact same amount of funds on Based. And this is the exact same trade put completely differently on the platforms. The trigger is going to happen at the same time, and we're going to have a delta neutral strategy, a delta neutral position, because these two positions will close at the same time using the stop loss and take profit. So this is a native delta neutral strategy inside the HyperLiquid ecosystem that minimizes our risk, minimizes our costs, and also allows us to farm 2 airdrops at once. The greatest part about Bullpen and Based is that they will also drop an airdrop, and that they do, competitions and campaigns a lot of times. So you could potentially get even more value and even bigger airdrops out of these platforms. And the participants, especially on Bullpen, which is the main platform I think is going to be super valuable, is very, very low. The competition is very, very low on these two platforms. And here, for example, we can see that our position was a $15,000 position. And the rebalancing is done very easily because they live inside the same ecosystem, the exact same EVM chain. So that's very, very significant and very, very powerful. And you really need to know it. So that's what we do. And every single day we want to make sure that our positions are either closed, so we have to reopen a new position on BTC, or they're still open, so we just make sure that everything is set and both platforms are correlated and we have the stop losses running completely correct or whatever. And it's that easy. It takes like 2 minutes at a time, and you also get volume on HyperLiquid on 2 wallets that are yours, and you're not considered the Sybil. And you also use the builder code, which might give you a bigger HyperLiquid airdrop, and you also do volume on these platforms, which is Bullpen and Based, that build on top of HyperLiquid. And if HyperLiquid does an airdrop, their value is going to increase because their volume is going to increase, but you are farming them right now that nobody else is farming them. So you have the competitive advantage because everybody is sleeping on them. You are farming them now, gaining a huge proportion of the points that are going to be worth considerably more in the future. So it's that simple, guys, to farm the HyperLiquid ecosystem with 3 different platforms at the same time. And guys, at the end of the day, it's impossible to lose with these positions. Bullpen tokenizes in about 6 months. Base should probably tokenize inside 1 or 2 months. HyperLiquid is going to do a season 2 airdrop for sure. It's going to be worth billions. So really, you don't even have to think about it. Like it's a no-brainer. At this point, it's a no-brainer to do this farming, to do these activities, because they just make sense. So that was all from me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and you learned something new, something important. I will see you in the next video. Bye.